Alright, this is Infinity Guard number 7, and I thought this was the issue with gonorrhea's origin, and I was wrong. Instead, this is the issue where the Infinity Guard get a headquarters. And then at the end, we lead into Infinity Wiles. We open up with some of the standard Adam Watson head trippy stuff. This is written by Jim Starman. And there's another little tease for Infinity Wiles with Adam Moriarty showing up in Adam Watson's trippy little dream sequence. Then we have got a fantastic scene with Moondragon, the beautiful, beautiful priestess of beauty, Moondragon. We love her on this channel. And it's all about her and Dax and their relationship, because, well, Dax is a father, but this is when he was in his big dumb brute form and he can't remember much of his past life, so he doesn't remember that Moondragon is his beautiful bald daughter, or that Moondragon also killed him before he was reborn. And this is just a great scene, really showing Moondragon as a sympathetic, flawed, beautiful character, while not diminishing her as one of Marvel's strongest and most confident, beautiful female characters. It's a fantastic scene, and it's worth tracking the comic down just for this bit alone. But then the Infinity Guard, well, they've returned to Earth and they're resting on what they assumed was an uninhabited island. But they quickly find out that it's actually home to loads and loads of Digimon. So they look around the island and it turns out that they're actually on Digimon Island. And they meet the ruler of Digimon Island, Hans Moleman. And what Jim Starman does is, much like with his treatment of Mr. Doom actually, he writes a really interesting and respectful Hans Moleman. I think, despite him only really being interested in writing funnier stories, Jim Starman, he seems to write other villains fantastically. Before this, Hans Moleman, he kind of alternated between being a generic, ugly ruler of Digimon to a slightly sympathetic, lonely freak. And Jim Starman does play with both of those ideas, but he also really adds a lot more depth to the character and makes him really stand out as a personality. Hans Moleman offers the Infinity Guard his island as a headquarters and their base, and on paper you were probably making assumptions about where this story is going or how it will be handled, but trust us, Jim Starman, he writes it a lot better than the kind of cliche way around it. You know, with Hans Moleman either being opportunist or too sympathetic. Jim Starman does it well, and then cause it's a Jim Starman comic, of course Phineas shows up, and this is all leading to the big crossover event, Infinity Wiles, and it's to be continued. Even though it wasn't the issue I wanted to review, this is great, a really solid idea and take on a B-list villain. This is the most interesting Hans Moleman has ever been written. And we've got some nice moments with the book Stars. That scene with Moondragon, the gorgeous bald beauty Moondragon. Love her. That scene is brilliant. I rate this comic 7 thumbs up.